Hi everyone, it's Martin again and Rexi here at the Dinosaur Experience. Got another good book for you. But before we do, got a surprise announcement for you, Rexi. Are you ready? Are you ready? Alright, we've been invited to another birthday party. Alright, and his name's Oliver. He's going to be 3 years old. Isn't that great? Oh yes, he gets so excited around birthdays. So we're going to go and meet you, Oliver. So we're coming to find you. All right, and we'll bring Rexy and we'll bring Nash, his big brother, and we'll come and have a fantastic party. We have lots of fun, and we're really looking forward to meeting you. All right. So today's book is called The Invisible Boy. All right, The Invisible Boy. There it is, and it's by Trudy Ludwig. Okay. It's worth half an AR point, so don't forget when you get back to school, you can take your test and get your points. All right, it's coming up for you right now. Can you see Brian, the invisible boy? Even Mrs. Carlotti has trouble noticing him in her classroom. She's too busy dealing with Nathan and Sophie. Nathan has a problem with what Mrs. Carlotti calls volume control. He uses his outside voice too much when he's inside. Sophie whines and complains when she doesn't get her own way. Nathan and Sophie take up a lot of space. Brian doesn't. When the bell rings for recess, Micah and JT take turns choosing kids for kickball teams. The best players get picked first. Then the best friends of the best players. Then the friends of the best players. Only Brian is left, still waiting and hoping. JT glances at Brian's direction and, just as quickly, looks away. We've got enough players for each team, he tells the others. Let's play ball. In the cafeteria, Madison and her friends talk about her birthday party. The rope swing over the pool was awesome, says JT. Yes, so was the water slide, adds Fiona. That was the best pool party ever. I'm so glad you guys had fun, says Madison. Everybody did, except Brian. He wasn't invited. At choosing time, while the other kids play board games and read, Brian sits at his table, doing what he loves to do best. He draws fire-breathing dragons, scaling tall buildings, space aliens locked in intergalactic battles, and superheroes with the power to make friends wherever they go. On Monday morning, Miss Carletti introduces Justin, a new student, to the class. Brian smiles shyly at him. Some of the other kids sneak looks at Justin, trying to figure out if he's cool enough to be their friend. They haven't quite made up their minds yet. At lunch, Madison and JT watch Justin eat with chopsticks. What's that? Asks Madison, as she points at Justin's food. And the kids laugh, all of them. That is, except Brian. He sits there wondering, which is worse, being laughed at or feeling invisible. The next day, when Justin goes to his cubby to put away his backpack, he notices a piece of paper with his name on it. Justin, I thought the belugi looked good. Brian. That's what the note said. At morning recess, Brian finds a piece of chalk on the ground and starts drawing away. Hey Justin, Emilio calls out from the tetherball court. You're up next. Sorry, I gotta go, Justin. By the way, that's a really cool drawing, he adds, before taking off. Back in class, Mrs. Colletti asks the kids to team up in twos or threes for a special project. The kids scurry around the room to pair off, and Brian heads towards Justin. I'm already with Justin, says Emilio. Find somebody else. Brian looks at the floor, wishing he could draw a hole right there that would swallow him up. Mrs. Colletti said we can have up to 3 people. Our group, we're only 2. Come on, Amelia, let's work with us. Okay. Mrs. Coletti gives the class direction for the project. Your assignment is to work together to write a story about what you see in the photograph. Wow, cool, said Emilio. What kind of people do you think would live in a house like that? I don't know, but I bet Brian could draw them to go with our story, said Justin. Brian smiles as he takes out his lucky pen. Brian's drawing lots of pictures. Can you see? It's lunchtime again. Brian's least favourite part of the day. Another 20 long minutes of kids talking and laughing with everybody else but him. Brian, he hears someone shout. Hey Brian, come over here. Brian turns and sees Justin waving. He calls him over. Emilio nods at Brian as he makes room for him at the table. Maybe, just maybe, Brian's not so invisible after all. He's handing out his cookies, you see? Someone's giving him a cookie. Oh, what a good story that was. Did you like that? So Brian worked hard and made friends by drawing pictures and helping a little boy when they laughed at him, yeah? So we've got to remember, kids, is if you see somebody that's a little bit lonely, you've got to make the effort and make friends with them. Is that right, Rexi? And Rexi will love you very much for that. All right. Well, I hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the story and learnt something. We've got to be friendly to everybody. All right. I'll see you soon. And don't forget to look on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page and make sure you subscribe to us. Lots of stories to come. Bye.